AT fans, Monk here. Nice to see you. Okay, this trail bite is on mosquitoes and other bugs. Now, I want to be able to qualify this by saying for me on my hike, the bugs weren't that much of an issue. You know, in general. I mean, if I take the hike as a whole, the bugs weren't too much of a problem for me. And it really, there's a seasonality to bugs, so it depends. I mean, if you're in Vermont hiking in May or in Maine, good luck with that, because the black flies will, I mean, it's ugly. And obviously earlier in the summer, like in Maine, or, the mosquitoes are a real issue. So if you're a southbounder or what have you. So, just do your own research on the seasonality of the bugs. I started in April and in August. Bugs weren't too much of a problem. However, like anything else, I was prepared, because bugs, okay, they bug me. I'm sorry, I had to go there. So as I mentioned on my tip trail bite, I pre-treated all my clothing with permethrin. Now you can do that yourself, and there are techniques to soak it that you can do it. But if you want to spend a little extra money, I sent all my stuff off to Insect Shield, and it was amazing. I never ever got bit through my treated clothing by a bug. Never. In fact, I'll tell you, when I was in Maine, and it was the last morning that I was waking up on the trail, which is really pretty emotional, before getting to Katahdin, because then I went off the trail for a few days for my family to come. But so it was my last morning camping on the trail, and I woke up, and I had my base layer, which is the same as the same shirt the same material, the same shirt that I wore, when I was hiking. It's just 3 ounces. It's like micro thin. But it's that last morning I thought, you know what? And my shirt was so nasty. I thought, I'm just going to keep my base layer sleep shirt on. And about a half hour into my hike, all of a sudden, wham, wham! I'm feeling these bites on my back, and they were biting through my shirt. And I realized, wow, I didn't pre-treat that shirt. And it's the only time, in more than 130 days of hiking that I got bit through my shirt, which was just so incredibly thin, which absolutely validated and proved the value of pre-treating your clothing with permethrin. So I said, there's the do-it-your-home model. You can Google it, how to do it. Some people do the soaking technique. Like I said, I set mine to Insect Shield, never look back. My socks, my clothing, everything was pre-treated. My hat, of course, was always treated with permethrin. I just sprayed that, worked phenomenal. And as far as other bugs, flies and stuff like that, there were times where, yeah, they were a problem. When these like aggressive flies are like dry humping your head for 10 to 12 hours, well, that gets old real quick. So I did have a mosquito net with me and absolutely loved it. I felt kind of, honestly, I felt kind of stupid using it. So I'd only pull it out when I really needed to, but yeah, so I was still, yeah, there's a little vanity going on there for the monk, I'm not gonna lie. But when I used it, phenomenal, unbelievable. They wouldn't come near me. So whenever I was in those heavily bug infested areas, I used it in Massachusetts a lot, in the kind of swampy area in the Berkshires. So there's spots where you're gonna be very, very glad that you had a mosquito net. So I think that kind of covers my thoughts on mosquitoes and other insects. Monk out.